Why, Insomniac? Why? Why did you have to do this in a Ratchet series? What's up, guys? This is COLiveVideos here. And by the way, I wasn't really crying. Maybe a little bit. But anyways, it's time to review Ratchet and Clank All for One. Now, I remember back when A Crack in Time finished. There was talks about how, that was going to be the last Ratchet game. And me inside really dropped because the Ratchet games to me were just always a game of my childhood. Growing up, it's always been there for me. Ever since the 4th grade, going on to me being a sophomore in college. It's always been there. It's always been the game that I can go back to and play. And thank God for the PS3 HD collection that I'm going to play very, very fucking soon. But I digress. It's just that, the Ratchet and Clank series has always been, a series that has hold special in my heart. So when I finished A Crack in Time, and I believe that came out my senior year in high school, maybe my junior year, I can't remember. But I remember when I finished A Crack in Time, even the last time I played it, for the review that I did on this channel. If you guys haven't seen the previous Ratchet reviews, definitely go check it out before checking this one out. I remember I was just like depressed. I don't know, it sounds weird getting depressed over a video game, but you gotta understand childhood bullshit, that kind of thing. I just felt, kind of like, man, dude, I just finished a game that literally spanned out through my childhood. I'm gonna kind of feel the same way when Kingdom Hearts finally wraps up the Xehanort saga. What is it, Dragon Ball Z? But the Xehanort saga, I'm gonna feel the same way when I play the final Kingdom Hearts installment. In that saga, it's gonna be like, it's not gonna be the same without, the original characters. It's not going to be originally the same for me. And that's what I was thinking. I was like, Ratchet and Clank to me, it won't be the same. It'll just kind of feel whatever. And so I was just like, ultimately saying, wow, I can't believe this is the end. And Zalmic decided to announce, oh, we're not done with Ratchet yet. And I was like, oh my God, thank God. And so when I heard All for One was coming out, I was excited. And then I played the demo and I was pissed off. And then, when I was making this channel and I was deciding my review series of what I was going to do, I was like, okay, Kingdom Hearts is a must for me because I'm a huge fanboy of it. So might as well do a Kingdom Hearts review series. And then I was like, and I try to find games where, it doesn't take me too long to play. I know about the game well enough and I can play it and enjoy it on my spare time. That's the type of games I try to find. And I was thinking of the next series and I was thinking of Ratchet and Clank. All for One came out, and so I was like, do I really want to review All for One? So I decided to play All for One. This was my first time playing it. All for One, to me, I'm just going to say this. Playing it by myself was frustrating. I didn't really like it. Now, All for One is totally different than every Ratchet game that has come before it. All for One is not really the traditional platformer, RPG, whatever type of action-adventure type of experience you expect from a Ratchet game. All for One is more of, kind of an arcadey type video game. Now, that's not a bad thing. The only problem was I was playing it one player. Now, I believe if I had, my little bro help me play it, but the thing is about me and my little brother, we get too competitive. Even in, like, games where we're supposed to work together, we get too competitive. So, we had the fear that we might just be playing it all day and I wouldn't be actually, getting the information I needed to review this game, we just felt that it would be just too competitive for us to play. And none of my friends are huge Ratchet fans. So, playing it one player was pretty bad. But this one, it's 4 players. You can play as Ratchet, Clank himself, Dr. Nefarious, and Captain Quark. And pretty much you go through stages and you just shoot stuff. You buy new weapons. It feels kind of traditional, but it was just to me like, when I heard about this game, the last time we got multiplayer in a Ratchet game, and I'm talking about in the main story, was Deadlock. Oh, God, Deadlock. But now it's just like, the arcadey style. When I heard this, I thought 2-player, like, actual Ratchet story, actual Ratchet gameplay. But it wasn't that case. It was more of an arcadey style game. And I'm not saying that, All for One is a terrible game. I mean, it has a good idea towards it. They had a good, concept towards, All for One. I just feel that it wasn't, it wasn't the game that, it could have been. I felt that if it was like the original Ratchet gameplay with the co-op, it would have been an awesome game. But to me, this game is just kind of whatever. It's a fun arcadey game. If you have like two other friends or two younger brothers, or hell, a dad who likes video games, or hell, there's maybe a rare case that your mom likes video games, definitely pick up this game to play with your family and friends. I mean, it's fun, racking up the score, trying to see who killed the most enemies. But bitch, I got 21,000 points on this level. But all for one, I'm not saying it's a terrible game. I'm just kind of pissed off that they made it, and then the story afterwards, and also there was announced that Furious Weapons or whatever they're fucking calling it is announced. So I'll definitely review that when that comes out later in the year. I think that's going to come out around Christmas. I don't know if it's just a PSN downloadable, but hopefully it's good. But yeah, pretty much all for one. I give it, a C. It's just an average game to me. It's nothing really too special. It's fun for the arcade fans. I mean, especially guys who, like the multiplayer games to team up, especially if you share consoles. But other than that, it's nothing really too spectacular. But yeah, if you guys like this video, subscribe to me. Check out my main channel, COLiveVideos. I talk about professional wrestling, sports, and MMA on there. Follow me on Twitter at COLiveVideos. This is CO Live. And for my next review series, you guys know what it is. I already announced it. Jak and Daxter. Hope you guys enjoyed that.